Okay. All right. Well, look, good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome. My name is James Sanson from London, and I know we've got a lot of guests, a lot of very highly esteemed guests with us, not guests as such, but friends from all over Europe. And, you know, it's very, very exciting. We were just saying a moment ago, it's so exciting when we've got a new product to launch. And I was just saying a moment ago that I can remember the launch of Juice Plus, you know, back in whenever it was, 1993. And Gordon was just agreeing with me that we were in the States and then we were down in France. And, you know, and we really didn't know what we were doing at all with it, but we were so excited. And what has happened now over the last, you know, 25 years. I mean, we are really, you know, well, we've even changed the name of our company to Juice Plus. It's been such a successful product launch. So today,
James, I think we need to mute everybody else.
Right, okay, yeah. So today is really all about the lift. So let me just go now to manage participants. And Nikki, I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself. And I'm going to mute everyone. So Nikki, if you could unmute yourself.
I have, yeah. Good.
Good, all right. Great. So Nikki, are you on? And Gordon, if you could just unmute yourself as well. Gordon, are you on?
Yep.
Gordon Michelle?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, great. All right. Well, look, we're going to get straight on with it now. We've got half an hour to go through really quite a lot. We're very, very pleased to say that we've got Nikki Downham on the call with us this evening from HQ in Maidenhead, but also, you know, she works, I believe Nikki also worked from the office in Hammersmith as well.
Sometimes, yeah, but mainly based in Maidenhead now, working with Matthias.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're so grateful that you're on the call. And you know, today is really all about getting our head round what Lift is all about, but most importantly also to take advantage of the incentive that we have as leaders before the launch, before the official launch toward the end of March.
Yeah.
We're going to go over what Lift is all about. We're going to have a look at the slides. We're going to then just hear from some people about what you're actually doing with Lift at the moment and what your vision is for Lift. So I just think it will help us all just to get a bit of an understanding of what we can do to really move our businesses forward with Lift. And hopefully we can all have an amazing month, you know, with Lift in February, with all of our orders, all of our, you know, 5 orders per distributor being completely taken up, and everybody enjoying the benefits of it. So if we could just start off, Nikki, could you just take us through a little bit of a background of Lift? And I'm just going to go through the slides and just move us on through. When we look at the first slide, anything particularly you would like to say?
I guess this is just about the sort of tone of the imagery for Lift. I think, you know, we were looking at the broad range of customers and how we represent them across all the assets. But it's really just obviously Lift in the very nature of the product, which is about energy and zest. So we wanted to reflect that in a lot of the images that we were doing, and obviously certainly with the colours, with the green and the yellows. So
yeah. Can you say something about this? I mean, this is very interesting.
Yeah, so I think, I mean, obviously, you know, a lot of this comes from you guys in terms of who your customers are, but I think from the company, we certainly see this product as, you know, a new product that we actually can have a different conversation with different customers about. So potentially bringing in brand new customers with Lift, and then obviously opening up a conversation about the other products that we have across the range. So I thought we definitely see it as an opportunity, not only kind of working with existing customers, but brand new customers. And then I think, you know, the long, you know, one of the angles and the long-term angles is having, you know, bringing the customer in on Lift and then having a conversation about a more kind of maintenance, sustainable, healthy lifestyle, which potentially opens up to a capsule conversation. So
great. So then we look now then at the portfolio, and I rather like this way that you've split things up: maintain,
Yeah.
control, perform.
Yeah. Yeah, so really sort of three different areas of the overall portfolio, and I think it sort of speaks for itself really. But as I said, I think Lift really opens up another channel for us. The maintain obviously is the capsules, the control is the complete range. Lift, I think, is possibly the first product where we can talk about performance. So it's talking about energy. And as well as nutrition.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting that you've made this distinction, because a lot of people would be saying, or not, some people might be saying, well, why do we need Lift when, Juice Plus capsules and shakes already give you a lot of energy? And what would you say to that?
Well, I think the immediate answer to that is Lift is an instant boost of energy, whereas the capsules is kind of sustaining your level of energies over a daily period. Whereas if even we all know, even when you take the capsules, you might have a moment where actually you're lacking in energy, and that's where Lift comes in, just gives you that immediate boost, whether it be before or after sport when you just need that extra kind of power, or whether you've had a sleepless night, whatever the reason. But so I would say the capsules are more about sustaining energy, and Lift is more about an instant boost when it's needed.
Great. Okay, yeah. I think that's fantastic.
I hope that makes sense.
Now, I found this absolutely staggering. I mean, I'm always very interested in trends and everything, but I just found this beyond unbelievable. Can you just take us through this and to show us where we fit in within this?
I mean, it's actually huge, isn't it? I think, to be honest, I think we kind of fit in all of it, which is really good for us. I think, obviously we've looked at the global figures for this kind of product, and it's one of the biggest selling global kind of types of product, I think, at the moment. And as I say, I think we fit into all of it, certainly in terms of, sort of plant-based, which is a way a lot of the products are going towards. Sport beverages, which you've got all the main brands. But it's just really showing that there's a trend towards everyday lifestyle using these kind of products, and I think we tick all the positive boxes. Because there's always, I mean, we never kind of talk about or compare to other brands, but there's other brands out there that they give you the lift and they give you the power. They may have a lot of sugar, or that there may be things about it that aren't necessarily very kind of good for your health or well-being. Whereas I think we tick all the boxes. So it's really good.
I think this is just really, really extraordinary, and it's very, very exciting to be right in the middle of such a massive trend. We're all totally aware of the huge growth of Red Bull and the success of that, but it's just, there's so many different alternatives. So thank you for that.
And there's nothing wrong with those other brands. We're not saying that we're better than them or anything like that. There's a place for all the brands. But if you want a more kind of natural source of energy, then that's where we step in.
Perfect. So now we're looking at the sort of particular Lift customer, as opposed to perhaps customer and shake customers. Could you just take us through this and how this might,
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think these are just examples. I mean, what we don't want to do is kind of define the customer for you guys, because they're your customers and obviously you know what their needs are. But I think, a lot of the very obvious angles with this sort of product is sport, before and after sport, and certainly in terms of recovery after sport. Mums, busy mums on the go, tired mums, dads, parents, not being specific, just tired parents, students, people who need focus. So I think it says it somewhere in the presentation, but obviously the B vitamins, the catalyst with the product is the B vitamins. So you've got B1, 2, 3, 6, and 9, which bring the energy, and vitamin B5, which brings focus and alertness. So that's another potential customer. So it's not really just about power and energy, but it's about kind of focus, I guess, clarity, I suppose.
Yeah. And I think we've got another slide coming on above that, haven't we? Mind with essential B vitamin.
Yeah.
Perhaps we could just get into that now, because I think there's another slide. You with
Yeah.
energy throughout your day.
Yeah.
And then we get into a little bit more about the B vitamins here.
Yeah. And where the ingredients sit with that.
So,
yes, here we go. Yeah. So it's those vitamins 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 9. I mean, obviously we're breaking it down very specifically, but it's those types of vitamins that bring the energy boost, energy yielding metabolism that we've put there. So yeah. And then I think further down is the vitamin B5, which brings the alertness.
Yeah.
So it's just an all-round kind of mental and physical presence, I guess, which is what the product.
I really like that, an all-round physical and mental presence.
Yeah.
Now, can we just talk about the caffeine? Because some people are going to say, "Oh, I didn't know there was caffeine in it." But obviously, we're making the distinction here that it's natural caffeine.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so natural caffeine from yerba mate. I mean, of course, the caffeine is in the product because the caffeine also brings energy. That's the point of the caffeine. But ours is obviously plant based. It's yerba mate, so that's where we get.
What is that? Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Some people haven't heard of plant based.
Yeah, I don't know actually. I'm not a big expert on that specific ingredient. I don't know if it's in I can't remember if it's in the FAQs, because you're right. I think it is one of those questions that comes up quite a lot. What is yerba mate? And obviously, certainly in the UK, the word caffeine is a negativity. But
Well, that's fine. I mean, it's plant based. That's all we need to know.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
It's not in any way synthetic or anything like that. So that's
yeah.
I
mean, it's to be specific. It's got it in the FAQs. How much caffeine does lift contain?
Yeah, well, we'll get onto that in a moment.
Oh, sure, no worries.
So we're looking. Tangible benefits. I think we've already spoken about this. Normal mental performance.
Yeah. So
stay focused and alert.
People getting through the day, people at work, in meetings, that kind of thing. So just when you're feeling that kind of slump, I think. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's great. And then, of course, this is a very interesting summary of what is in each of the discs. Good to note, GMO-free, of course, low sugar. Anything particular else that you'd like to highlight from this that you think is particularly noteworthy?
Obviously, the vegan, gluten-free. I think referring to the caffeine, so natural caffeine, 40 milligrams is less than a kind of average cup of coffee. So we would never say that in our kind of marketing materials, but it's for you guys to know that when you're talking to customers, that's the amount of caffeine that's in it. But specifically, there is generally more caffeine in a cup of coffee. And of course, we don't compare this to coffee. I think people are always going to drink coffee. We would never sort of say, replace all your coffee with Lift. But maybe replace one of your coffees a day with Lift. Your kind of early afternoon when you're really feeling it and you would normally grab a cup of coffee, maybe grab a Lift instead. But
so there we are with the directions: tear, pour, stir, and enjoy.
Yeah, it is. And we've got a little video coming for everybody, hopefully this week. Just a little kind of cute little video showing people how to make the product.
Great. And when we say there's still more to come, are we saying they're going to be more Lift type products, or is there more just information about this particular?
Just more information. So more content, more assets, more information.
It's going to come,
It's going to come, yeah, absolutely. As I say, there's more videos to come. I'm going to make some sort of, as well as the how to make it video, I'm making a kind of customer facing video for you guys to share, a bit of a sort of teaser campaign. So it'll be a series of 3 to 4 videos that you can share with customers, really just to kind of excite them about the launch in March.
Right. Okay, so let's set that, Nikki, that's absolutely fantastic. And by the way, everyone, this is all available on our back office under basics.
Yeah.
So if you look at your website, your virtual office, this is all available on basics, and you can see everything here. So everything that we've just gone through, that presentation is available in your back office website. Yep. So everybody see where that is? All right. So look, what we're going to do now is we're going to do a bit of question and answer. So I'm not going to unmute everyone because I think it might be a bit chaotic. But if you've got a question, would you unmute yourself and ask the question? And the reason so if you have a question, unmute yourself, and then we'll go through and we'll do about 5 minutes now of questions. So who would like to fire away first?
James, I have a question. I have a question from clients for children, or can we recommend it to children, or what age? Or people say, oh, caffeine, we don't want to give it to children. So what is your recommendation for children? You would not give it, or what is the best answer there?
Well, we recommend the product is for 18 and above.
18.
18. So that's our recommendation, and that is down to the fact that there is caffeine in the product, and there.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, that's as I say, that's the recommendation from us.
Okay, so if they drink like a liter Coca-Cola a day, so it doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah.
Brilliant, Hannah. Thank you very much. Okay, so who else would like to ask a question? Any other questions coming up?
You have a question?
Yeah.
How many of these are you able to take a day? So me and Crispin do quite a lot of cycling. We have 2 water bottles on a bike. Can we fill both of them with lift on a 4-hour bike ride? So effectively, we're taking 2. If we're doing 4 hours, we're taking 2 discs in 4 hours.
Again, I can only really kind of quote on what we recommend as a company. So we would recommend 1 a day.
Yeah.
But of course, it's down to personal choice. You know, I'm sure some of us take more than our recommended capsules per day because. So it comes down to personal choice. There's nothing to say that you can't take more than 1 a day, but as a recommendation, we would say 1 a day.
Okay, so the worst thing that's going to happen, we're just going to urinate what we don't use, I presume?
Possibly, yeah.
Or be hyper.
Yes. But obviously I can't make any kind of medical claims about what may or may not happen should you take more. I think it's really down to you. But we can only really follow what the recommended allowance is, which is 1.
Good. All right. That's great. Thank you very much for that question. Are there any other questions? Just a couple more minutes for questions.
I have a question.
Yep.
Just the B vitamin. How much is it in the lift? Is it possible they don't have to take other supplements for vitamin, or is this enough?
I can't answer that one, I'm afraid. I could certainly pass your question on to Sue Aldreeve because she's more knowledgeable on that side of things. Because I'm not a healthcare professional, so I'm afraid I can't break that down. But I can certainly find out for you. Again, I'm just speaking from kind of what I feel, but I wouldn't see lift as a replacement for any other current things that you're doing. But I can certainly get that answer for you properly, rather than just guessing, if that's okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Great, Nikki. Well done, Patrick. So if we just look now, if we just go again, if we look at our back office, you can see that there's a Q&A here. Frequently answered questions, frequently asked questions. And if we go into this, we can see here it is. Yep. So we haven't got time to go over it now, right? But you'll see that in your back office, all of these types of questions are already answered. And so it's good for us to go over it and just have the basic knowledge. it's great that we know that all of this is available. I mean, as usual, the company has been very thorough in terms of the way they've gone over everything well in advance.
I have a question. Can I ask?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just wondering, with this product and all of Juice Plus products, is there going to be a move towards making the packaging biodegradable? Because I've had people not buy because of the packaging, and there are competing companies like Isogenics and things like that that are actually moving towards that. I'm just wondering, is that a possibility for Juice Plus?
All of the packaging is recyclable. So the tubes and the energy discs, the foil on the energy discs, it's all recyclable. But it's not biodegradable, and I'm not sure. I could give you the official answer on why. I think as with, you know, capsules and omegas and things like that, that the packaging isn't biodegradable because it has to be used stored in a material that keeps the product fresh and safe.
Yeah, I think I'm also referring to the complete, which is in bags.
Yeah. Again, I think they're recyclable but not biodegradable, but I can certainly get the exact answer for you on that one.
Yeah, great. All right, Char, thanks very much indeed for that. All right, so Nikki, that's absolutely superb, right? So now let's move back to Gordon now. Gordon, if you're there. Gordon? Michelle?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, yeah, that's fantastic. Good. All right. So can you just take us through a little bit about what is going on at this precise moment in terms of the pre-launch of Lift and how we can take advantage of it?
Yeah, certainly. And good evening, everybody. And Nikki, what a fantastic job. I didn't realize we were going through all the slides today, but fantastic just to hear what was going on there. Yeah, so the moment, James, we're in something called a VIP launch. So if you're a sales coordinator and above, you can actually take advantage of this and purchase 5 orders, either for customers or for friends, family, or even for your downline. And the idea behind that, as we all know, we're a customer-driven business. So our business is driven by the fact that our testimonial about the particular products is what's going to actually kind of move people to actually purchase the products. And in exactly the same way, what we're trying to create with the VIP launch is in the month of February to create this momentum and this bank of stories that we can actually share and use that within our Facebook groups, etc. I actually understood that the product was actually being shipped today, but I believe it's actually been delivered today from some of the videos that I've seen, Nikki. So
that's good to hear.
So quite a few of the people have actually had the product actually physically delivered today. So for anyone that ordered last Monday, then it's great news that you can actually get the product now. So that's fantastic. The orders that you will get, you can either purchase on a monthly basis, pay for it on a monthly basis, or you can pay for it upfront. And what is delivered is 2 of the 30 tubular tubs that you see there of Lift. And you know, I remember seeing a video that was kind of produced by Nikki and her team, featuring Jeff Montague-Smith, and what he compared this kind of launch time, and Nikki's already alluded to this, with with our new audience, new habits, and new combinations, if you like, is using it as a calling card. So you introduce Lift, but really it's a casual conversation you're going to have at some stage along the way. But it's finding that marketplace for Lift, and those are the new conversations, the new combinations, maybe even new customers that weren't Juice Plus customers before. So that's really good. The official launch is going to take place in Brighton, and that's on the 24th of March. And obviously, you've shown everybody where the information is that you can actually get to support our cause here through the slides. There's also a whole load, if you like, of social media templates that you can actually then promote. So, you know, if you wanted to do a 7-day promotion, you can physically use a different template every single day and, you know, really start to promote the lift to potential customers. And I suggest that's a campaign we should all be doing and taking advantage of, and really getting it out there in terms of to our customer base and to our new prospects. So, you know, very exciting times, James.
Yeah, where are those templates, by the way?
You just showed them actually in the back office in that basic section.
Oh, okay.
So after the price list, there was, there you go, post social media, see it, post one.
Oh, I see, post for social media, perfect. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's absolutely great. Well, thank you very much indeed for that. So now in the remaining time, let's just go and chat to some people about what they're already doing or what their vision is. So very quickly, Patrick, are you there? Patrick? Patrick in Spain. Patrick, tell us what your vision is a little bit about what you see going on in Sweden with energy drinks.
Energy drinks is huge. This is what we have been waiting for. I thought we should get this. I hoped we should get this years ago, but finally, because in Sweden and other Nordic countries, it's huge with energy drinks. Everybody drinks them. Everybody walks around with a can. So this is going to be great. The direct reward people get is perfect. So I love it. And people spend how much money? Much money on energy drinks that's full of sugar and supplements. So this is going to be great.
Yeah. Well done. No, I love that. Thank you very much indeed. Paula, let's go to you now, Paula. And so Paula, tell us a little bit. Are you there, Paula?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. So Paula, tell us a little bit about how you are marketing Lift at the moment and to whom.
So what I've started doing is, well, last week I started emailing or texting all my client customers and just telling them about the new product, giving a brief, overview of it, and then just saying that I've got 5 VIP spaces before the launch. So if you want to take advantage and be the first person in the world to try the, new plant-based energy drink.
Yep.
And I got 2 customers straight away, which is great. Existing customers, which is fantastic. And I'm also, and then I've got about 5 people who said, "Oh, can you do samples?" Or I'll think about it. So I said, "Well, I'll pop a sample in." So as soon as mine comes, which will hopefully be tomorrow, I'll be able to pop them in the post to people. So and then what I wanted to do was do a live as well, and James kindly sent me some in the post, so I've tried some today and yesterday, and I loved it. I really did feel it, and so I wanted to just make sure that I got my facts right. So I'm waiting until tomorrow before I do a live. So I'll do a live with, well, what happened to take now until mine comes, but I'll talk about it and just go over it now. So I'm just really excited about it. But I think definitely to contact all our existing customers and just share the excitement of the new product and how they could be part of it.
Yeah. And did you say you've done a live yet? Have you done the live? Or?
I was going to do one today, but then I just thought I might as well just wait until after tonight to make sure I get all my facts right, because I wasn't quite sure about the caffeine thing. And so now I'm clear about everything. I'll be able to do a live tomorrow.
Yeah. Great, yeah. Natasha, just very quickly going to you. I know I didn't ask you in advance, but I can see you're there. How are you? I just wanted to ask you if you could unmute yourself. Do you have a particular vision for the Lift, and are you excited about it?
We are very, very excited, especially as a family. We've got Crispin here who's doing the cycling, and Jeff. Lydia's going to be finding it amazing. And Alex has already taken some off to the gym now. But as a customer base already, we've got people now asking for it after today. So we've got 1 left on our 5. So hopefully we're getting pre-orders for March.
That's absolutely great. And what do you think? What are people actually saying, or what do you think people are finding most interesting about Lift? Do you finding it's a different type of conversation?
A lot of people are very, very interested that it's 100% natural. Obviously, they're quite curious because of the caffeine in it. They know that very natural family anyway. So they're waiting for us to try it again after our little sample and show it. But they're very excited, especially with it being natural, and all the tired mummies as well. So they're looking forward to having some as well.
Great, great. And have you been
Can I
able
just add? Sorry.
Please, yeah, Nikki.
Sorry to butt in. I was just going to say that to you guys, I mean, obviously you're perfect for the testimonials. You know, you've with everything that you're all doing. I think, as Gordon said, everybody's testimonials with this product is really the key. And there is a testimonial group that's been set up called Lift Yourself Higher. So anyone who is doing testimonials, pop them in that group and we can all see what everybody's doing. Maybe just to give everyone some ideas. But
where is that, Nikki? That's a Facebook group, is it?
It's a Facebook group, yeah. Emma Karen actually set it up. I think it's called Lift Yourself Higher. But again, I'll send you through the link to that, James, so you can forward it on to everybody.
Right. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Well, look, we're we're on at 9 o'clock now. So everybody, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you found it useful. I mean, it's so exciting to have a new product. It just gives us an opportunity to talk to people all over again that perhaps have said no in the past or not ready yet or whatever. It gives us an opportunity to open up so many more conversations. But the most important thing, of course, is, as Paula was saying, we've got the VIP slots that each of us have got as sales coordinators or above. And let's just do everything we can to fill those slots so that we get lots and lots of people using it, lots and lots of testimonials, and lots of excitement, so that we get February really happening already for Lift. And then March can be a massive month for us. So it's really down now to all of us just taking advantage of the spots that we've got, reaching out to people, perhaps being a little bit selective about who we give the lift to, perhaps not accepting everyone. I know it sounds a bit odd, but we want the people who are going to be most vocal about, the benefit they get from it, being our customers right now.
Also, James, if people are listening to the call that are not a sales coordinator and that are interested in actually getting Lift, then do get back to your upline sales coordinator or your national marketing director, or reach out to one of us, because also, people like Natasha who maybe used up 3 or 4, we can also get through other sales coordinators extra product as well. So always remember that there's always an opportunity to get extra product.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant point. I mean, just make sure that you tell everyone, if you can't find a slot to get your product somehow, make sure you go upline, talk to everyone until you can, because we want obviously everyone to have it that wants it. Within reason. So everyone, that's it really. Nikki, thank you so much for joining us. It was absolutely superb. As we know, all of this is available on the back office, but it's so exciting.
It really is. Thank you for inviting me. And if anyone's got any other questions, then just grab me on Facebook, just message me and I can help wherever.
And that's Nikki
Downham.
Yeah, lovely. All right, everyone, take care. We have recorded this. I'll put it up on the Facebook page a little bit later on. But there we go. A very, very exciting preliminary look at our hugely massive new product Lift.
Okay, thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks,
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Good evening.
Bye.